They say it's just a box made of mirrors. But once you step inside, something starts watching you. Some scream, some vanish, and some go insane. This isn't a movie plot. This is the real legend of the Devil's Toy Box. They say it looks simple, just a wooden cube lined with mirrors on the inside. But those who've entered it never came back the same. They scream, they beg to get out, and when the door finally opens, something else comes out with them. This is not a horror movie. This is the real-life legend of the Devil's Toy Box, a sinister structure said to warp the human mind, trap souls, and summon something unexplainable. Somewhere in the rural shadows of Louisiana, a small wooden shed holds a cube barely big enough for a person to stand in. Its 6 sides are all mirrors, facing inward. You step inside, close the door behind you, and the silence becomes unbearable. Locals call it the Devil's Toy Box, a paranormal trap built by an eccentric old man obsessed with the occult. The design? A perfect cube of one-way mirrors, creating an infinite loop of reflections. According to those who've seen it, your reflection isn't the only thing staring back. The story begins with a recluse named Jacob Trees, a farmer-turned-inventor in the early 2000s. He believed mirrors could act as portals, not just to other dimensions, but to the other side. Neighbors said he became obsessed with capturing spirits. He built the mirrored box in a barn behind his house and called it a chamber of truth. Soon, strange screams were heard at night. Lights flickered in nearby homes. Then, Jacob vanished. No one saw him leave. The only thing left was the toy box and claw marks on the inside of the mirrors. Years later, thrill seekers began breaking into the property. Urban legend made it popular among teenagers who dared each other to spend a full minute inside the box. Most didn't last 30 seconds. Some came out pale, shaken, and unable to speak. One boy had a full psychotic breakdown and was institutionalized for over a year. A girl claimed she saw herself smiling, even though she wasn't. Another said she heard whispers that weren't hers, a second voice inside her head. In 2013, a team of amateur paranormal investigators decided to live stream their experience. One of them entered the box with a GoPro. At first, it was quiet. He stared into the mirrors, breathing steadily. Then, he began shaking. His expression turned blank. He started whispering something repeatedly. "It's not me. It's not me." When he came out, he collapsed. He couldn't remember his name. The footage? The last few seconds were corrupted, replaced by static and a flickering shadow that shouldn't have been there. They never released the full video, and they never went back. Scientists and skeptics have weighed in. Some say it's just sensory deprivation. Too many reflections confuse the brain. Others believe it's a spiritual trap, that the mirrors act as a gateway for something waiting to come through. A few even claim the toy box was inspired by ancient occult blueprints, meant to summon demons and steal the human soul. But here's the strange part. No one knows where the original box is now. Some say it was destroyed. Others whisper that it still exists, moved secretly by collectors of the paranormal. You might be tempted. Maybe you're curious. Maybe you think it's just a hoax. But imagine stepping inside. 6 mirrors surrounding you, each showing 1,000 versions of yourself. Would you spend 60 seconds inside? Let us know in the comments. And remember, some boxes should never be opened.
For more strange disappearances and unsolved cases, subscribe to Whispers Unsolved.